Hello students, welcome to West Bengal English Medium Guide. Today I am going to give you the rest of the insight question answers from this chapter number 4, Heat, Class 7, Physics, West Bengal Board. I have given from 1 to 35 questions from this chapter in the previous video, part 1. If you have missed, then please check out the description box or playlist. You will find that video from there. Okay, let's start from question number 36. Define conduction. Conduction is the process of heat transfer from a hotter object to a colder object when they are in contact with each other. 37. What is the dominant mode of heat transfer in solids? In solid material, conduction is the dominant mode of transfer of heat. 38. Describe the process of conduction. In the process of conduction, some particles of the solid receives heat from the source which gets transferred to their neighboring particles. This process goes until the particles of the colder regions get the heat energy. A material medium is required for the transfer of heat to take place through this mode. 39. What is the slowest mode of heat transfer? Conduction is the slowest mode of heat transfer. Number 40. What are the conductors? Give examples. Conductors are materials that allow the heat to pass through them. For example, iron and steel are good conductors of heat. 41. What are insulators? Give examples. Insulators are materials that do not allow the heat to pass through them. They are also called poor conductors of heat. Rubber, wood, plastic, and ceramics are poor conductors of heat. Number 42. In which kind of matter is convection most prominently seen? Fluids. Number 43. What are fluids? Fluids are the materials which are not rigid like solids and have ability to flow. Example, water, air, etc. Number 44. Define convection. Describe the process of convection. Convection is the process of heat transfer by the actual movement of the material particles. In this process, the particles of material take the heat from the hotter regions and move away. The space is occupied by another particles to get the heat. Number 45. Describe convection current. When water is heated, it gets hot near the flame and rises up. Being hot, it gets lighter. On the other hand, the cold water from the sides move down towards the source of heat. This cold water gets heated and rises up. This process continues until the whole water attains the same temperature. This kind of heat transfer is known as convection. This cyclic movement is known as a convection current. 46. Give some applications of convection. Chimneys. Chimney ducts are fitted at the top of the roof of the factories, which removes fumes and smoke. Ventilators. Exhaust fans and ventilation ducts are generally placed near the top of the sidewalls. The air we breathe out, being hot, moves up and escapes through the exhaust fans. The cooler fresh air from the windows enters the room and takes place of this hot air. Number 3. Land breeze and sea breeze. Land and sea breeze is the coastal areas are a result of the convectional current set up in the air. 47. What is a sea breeze? Explain with a diagram. As land surface is better conductor of heat than water, it gets heated up faster during the day. This makes the air close to the land surface warmer. The warmer air rises up and the cool air from the sea rushes into its place. This gives rise to the sea breeze. Okay, so you can draw sea breeze from there. The upper picture, okay? The first one. Okay, next one. What is a land breeze? Explain with a diagram. At night, the land cools faster than water in the sea, so the Air above the sea is warmer than the air above the land surface. The warmer air over the sea, being lighter, rises up and the cool air from the land takes its place. This gives rise to land breeze. Okay, the lower picture is a diagram of this answer. Okay, next one. 49. Define radiation. Radiation is the process in which the transfer of heat takes place from the hotter object to the colder object in all directions without heating the medium through which it passes. 50. Does radiation require a material medium? In the process of radiation, a material medium is not required for the transfer of heat. 51. Give some examples that shows that radiation doesn't require a material medium. Heat from the sun reaches the earth by radiation. Number 52. What is the fastest mode of heat transfer? Radiation is also the fastest mode of heat transfer. 53. What are factors upon which the capability of absorption of heat energy of our body depend? The capability of absorption of heat energy of any object depends upon number 1, the color of the object, number 2, the nature of the object's surface. 54. Which color object absorbs the most heat quickly? Dark colored objects absorb the most heat quickly. Number 55. Why should one wear light colored clothes during hot summer days? White or light colored clothes are preferred to be worn during the hot summer days. This is because white colored absorbs less heat and keeps the body cool. Number 56. Why are solar cooker painted black? Solar cooker containers are painted black so that they can absorb maximum heat from the sun. 57. What is thermal expansion? The expansion of materials on heating is known as thermal expansion. 58. Describe the thermal expansion in solids. Solids have rigid shape because their particles are tightly packed. When a solid is heated, its particles starts vibrating faster about their positions. This causes relative increase in the size of the solids. This is called expansion in solids. 59. Describe the thermal expansion in liquids. The particles in liquid are not very tightly packed. Thus, when liquid is heated, its particles get the energy to vibrate. Liquids expand after getting heat, thereby increasing its volume. The increase in volume of liquids is called as expansion in liquids. 60. Describe the thermal expansion in gases. The particles within the gases are farther apart and are weakly attracted to each other. When a gas is heated, heat causes the particles to move faster, due to which the gas expands. This is known as expansion in gas. 61. Why are gaps left between two sections of rail tracks? Rail tracks have gaps left at the places where two sections are joined. This is because the tracks are made up of iron. The summer heat and friction between train and tracks cause iron to expand. The gaps provide the iron tracks space for expansion. 62. Why do metal lids of bottles open easily after putting them in hot water? Metal lids of bottles open easily after putting them in hot water because the metal lid expands easily on heating and becomes loose. 63. Why do tires of vehicles burst easily during hot summer days? Tires of vehicles burst easily during hot summer days because heated air inside the tire expands and its pressure rises quickly, which leads to the bursting of the tire. 64. Why are cable wires between two poles left loose? The cable wires between two poles left loose because in winter, when the temperature drops, the wires do not break in contracting. 65. Why do thick glass tumblers break when hot liquid is poured? Due to contact with the hot liquid, the inner surface of the glass expands. As the glass is a poor conductor, the outer surface does not expand that much. This unequal expansion causes the glass to break. 66. What can we do to prevent this? Explain. This can be avoided by placing a metal spoon in the tumbler. The metal, being a good conductor, effectively removes the heat and does not allow the inner surface to expand that much. 67. What is a thermos flask? A thermos flask is a vessel used to keep hot liquids hot and cold liquids cool for some time. 68. Describe the construction of a thermos flask. Explain how each part of the thermos flask stops heat from entering and leaving the flask through various modes of heat transfer. Thermos flask consists of a double-walled glass kept inside a metallic case with cork supporters. Glass is used here because it is a poor conductor of heat. A vacuum is created between the walls to prevent heat transfer through conduction and convection. The outer and inner surfaces of the glass flask are coated with silver color to reduce the transfer of heat by radiation. The mouth of the flask is fitted with an airtight cork or flask lid. This is because cork or plastic lids are poor conductors of heat. Last question 69. Igloos are made up of ice but are still used to provide warmth and shelter to travelers and hunters in polar environments. How? Snow, when piled in the form of bricks, trap a lot of air. Since air is an insulator, it does not let the body warmth to escape, thus keeping the inside of an igloo warm. Okay, these are the inside question answers from chapter 4 Heat part 2. Okay, that's all for today. See you soon with a new video. Till then, take care and bye.